screen was in black and white, which is amazing because when I had my first ever spiritual awakening in Scotland, I had a moment where I was walking down the street, and then I stopped walking, and my vision turned black and white. And then I heard wind chimes, and then I turned around, and then I realized I had been here before. I had dreamt of that moment in my sleep. I had a dream about it, like probably 4 or 5 years ago. And then it came true in this reality. And ever since that moment, May 25th of 2018 in Edinburgh, Scotland, I've had deja vu every single day. It's like I've already lived this life. It's like I either came back, well, there's probably many reasons why it feels like I'm back. I volunteered here to help people realize who they are, why they're here, how to create heaven on this planet, how to expand it, because it's already here. It's just a vibration. I probably have some lessons to relearn. Like my biggest thing right now is food. And I will say this. When I was in high school, I was in marching band. I know, right? Go figure. And I would actually, wait, hang on one sec. Okay, sorry. Brightness on my screen. I always forget to do that. When I was in marching band, we had band camp. This one time at band camp. Way too many stories. We went to a college in Pennsylvania. It was called Edinburgh University. They were called the Fighting Scots. So for like 4 years of my, well, for 4 years in a row, for one whole week, 7 days, I was at a college in like the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, Edinburgh University, the Fighting Scots. And looking back on it, a part of me actually thinks that this was setting up for me to really experience life. Oh, hello, welcome. Appreciate you being here. How are you? How's everyone doing? And it makes me realize so much more of visions and perspectives and seeing things, in a different light than what I used to think of, like lower vibrations, lower states of consciousness, not like in community, unity, healing, expansion. I was a very like low vibe person. I was smoking a lot. I was drinking. I was addicted to cocaine. Cocina is what they say here in Spanish. I'm in Costa Rica right now. And there were so many things. I was addicted to fast food, candy, like sugar, video games, porn. I was addicted to all of that. I'm so sorry about your grandma. My deepest condolences to you, your family, and all the loved ones. Let's all take a deep breath for Betty's grandma. And hold that breath at the top. Three, two, one, exhale. That was like our moment of silence. We do it in a more conscious way when we hold the breath in. Thank you for sharing that. That's vulnerable of you. So yeah, I was addicted to video games, cocaine, porn, alcohol, cannabis. I would be smoking all day, every day. Like I had, if you guys know what PAXs are, I had 2 packs, right? I had one that I could just smoke, and then I would charge the other one while I was smoking that one. And as soon as that one would die, I would fill up the other one, and I put the one I just finished on the charger. It's like I would never not stay high. That's how crazy it was. And then when pens came out, I'd be smoking them in the bathroom during college. Even in class sometimes, if I wanted to get all the other students laughing or passing it around, oh my God, it was insane. And when I had that moment in Scotland when everything just opened up, my whole life changed. I questioned everything. I forgot to mention, I used to have Crohn's disease. Crohn's, a disease that is incurable to Western medicine. I've never had that before. I had it for 6 years. And when I had my spiritual awakening in Scotland, questioned everything, reality, friends, food, governments, politics, the way I was living my life. And yeah, it was absolutely insane. People thought I was insane. When I would tell people my awakening and everything that was happening, people thought I was on drugs like the entire time. And this was even before my raving days. Hi, Victoria. Great to see you. And like before my raving days, when I even got into like more shrooms and Molly and all that stuff, like it blew me away. I had these friends who literally like wanted to put me in a mental hospital after a few years because like I changed so much. Like I quit fantasy football, I quit smoking with them, you know, stopped like hanging out with them. I had new friends and I just started to evolve. And then I wanted to heal myself of Crohn's and I had to do everything I could to change that. Friends, jobs, money, traveling, spirituality. I learned about energy healing and yoga and meditation and sound healing. And all of that started to change my life. If you're going through it right now with addiction, whether it's depression, anxiety, maybe suicidal ideology, or even drugs, alcohol, food. I'm still a little addicted to food. I'm working on it. It's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. I'm already healed from it. I'm already healed from it. I'm already healed from my addiction to food. It's okay. I am reprogramming myself right now. Yeah, it was actually a pretty wild experience to even admit to all of that. I had suicidal ideology for a long time. I think the first time I ever said I wanted to off myself was I was at the kitchen table with my mom and she was trying to help me study science and I was failing science. And I was like, I just don't even want to be here anymore. You know, like I sucked at school. And like that destroyed me. And then that set me up I failed 3 majors in college. 3 different majors. A Bachelor of Arts, news writing, and nursing. Hi, Bert. Yeah, it's insane. 3 majors failed. And then I finally found something that I liked. In my entire, 12, and then 13, 14, 15. So basically like 15 years of school, I never got anything higher than a 2.6 GPA in any semester, ever. I was in community college for 5 years, okay? My 5th year of community college, I made Dean's List. My final semester for the first time in my entire life. I got straight A's because I went into business. And business helped me because I used to be in the streets, if you know what I'm saying. 10 years of being in the streets in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a 5'6" white dude, okay? Like, I can't make this up. My life has been insane. And then my 4 years of a bachelor's degree, 3 out of the 4 semesters I made Dean's List. I had a new drive, a new energy, and all that. And I'm finding that again because I've been slacking a little bit. I've been doing so much better, but there's something about, okay, so this, I'm going to go really deep here within me to share this with y'all because it may resonate. Oh, you were also 5 years of community college. Yo, that's wild. You don't meet too many people like that. Oh my God. Um, okay, I'm gonna go really deep with what's happening right now. And if any of you guys want to chime in, please do. At any point, I'll share. So I'm in Costa Rica right now, and there's still some subconscious patterns and um, I'm not gonna say beliefs. I feel like my beliefs are so much stronger and more in tune for like what I really want, like being present, manifesting like what I want and really calling it in. But like the food and the scrolling, like it needs to stop. It really needs to stop with me. And I keep having moments during the day where I'm like, oh my God, I'm working out, I have my morning routine, I'm doing so great right now. And then like later in the day, I get a little tired. And then somehow I end up scrolling, and then I was on my phone for the next like 2 hours. I did reach out to people because I'm hosting an event next week. So I'm trying to get people in for that. If you love breathwork, energy healing, contact me afterwards on Instagram, TheFoxWellnessDen. Profile's in my link. The link is in my profile. Yo, oh my God, words. I wish I was in Costa Rica. We stopped, we scratched our ear at the same time. Oh my God, we're like literally in sync right now. This is synchronistic. Okay, that's an amazing, funny emoji. It's like some green guy with his mouth open. It's like he's laughing like really, really hard right now. All right, I'm about to sink into this right now. So, but I noticed that like when you can put stream lines of focus into your goals and gifts and soul's alignment, more stuff starts to happen for you. Like just things just come out of nowhere. When you start doing the things that you get to be doing, it's like amazing. And there's another thing that I'm learning right now is that I had a few people kind of tell me like, oh, I'd be really grateful if you would create this and I would love to pay you and do this so you can coach me, you know, XYZ. And I created 2 different programs for people. And one of them, I mentioned to him like, yo, I finished it. Let me know like when you would like to get started. I'll tell you all the details and everything. And he was just like, yo, I'd be so grateful to do this with you and everything. And then he's kind of like ghosted me about that. And I'm like, damn. You know, and it felt in alignment to do that. And now part of me is like, yo, did I just do that to people please? Or did this dude get me to start a new project so that there's going to be other people who are going to need this, you know? And I'm still like learning how to decipher that. And then the other thing happened with another project of, so my first project is helping people how to start businesses, like, you know, your social media stuff, your landing page, your, you know, organization, your LLC, stuff like that, your mindset and energy with it too. And then there's also the fact of, and a few other things. And then the other one is how to teach people how to become breathwork facilitators. And the last time I mentioned this to this woman a few times, she's like, I would love to learn from you, all this stuff. And then when I told her I was like basically done with it and can't wait to start with her, she has also kind of ghosted me on it. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like I thought these 2 people were like really excited. They really want to do it. And then when it came up to it, they just didn't bring the bat. They didn't want to swing. Don't know why. So I'm trying to figure that out. Hello, Kate. Great to have you on here. That's a really long name. Kate Rin Franco Hincapi. Sounds Italian. I think. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope name, I will say. Long name, but dope. Okay, what else? Yeah, so I'm learning how to discern of like, did I people please? Or was this really like in alignment and then they're just trying to get me to be prepped for it for the future? Which I find very, very interesting. So I'm going to see what's going on with that. I should know within the next day or two about this one guy. And if he says no, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. I won't lie. I'll be a little disappointed. And then if the other woman is also going to back out, then wow, that really sucks. Because I was like, I could really help people, you know? And then there's the financial abundance too, but I'm not trying to lean on that. I rather lean on like, how can I help them so they can send the ripple effects out to other people to also be helped? You know, like I don't want to be a one-man spotlight all the time for everyone, right? Like if I can help other people, then it's like, okay, we got more people similar to me doing the thing that they learned in their own unique light, in their own unique expression, authenticity. That's how heaven on earth gets expanded more. So I haven't learned how to be omnipresent where I can physically be at two locations at the same time, but supposedly that's possible. I've had a few people that I know that are like true pure alchemists, and they say it's really possible. And I'm like, I believe you. It's just, how do you get the body, your cells to do that? Um, is my hand okay? Oh yeah, it's better. I fell a week ago. I slipped. Um, yeah, and I fell like right on my hands. I like bruised my left palm and then scraped up this. This kind of looked bad at first, but it healed really fast. I did some energy healing, some clearing, and then like within like 2 days, it's basically almost gone. So thank you for asking. I appreciate that. That'd be badass. How, I have this fantasy, not fantasy, a dream, I guess, that like I want to be in another state, another country, and I want to be omnipresent. And then the first place I would go to is back home to my parents' house just to hang out with the dog for like an hour. Because I would be so happy and blessed and excited, and the dog would be so happy and so excited to see me, and we would have just a blast together, and it would just, oh my God, it would ignite my entire soul. Like my aura would shoot up into the stars, you know what I'm saying? Just to play with the dog. She's so cute. I wonder if I can show you a picture of her. I don't think I can. Okay, that's okay. I'm manifesting that Instagram is able to show pictures from the camera roll. Manifesting that in the next month. Um, can you teleport to Austin? I would love to teleport to Austin because then I would be able to help out so many more people. Oh, for clarity, Victoria asked me if I could teleport to Austin, Texas, because I used to live there. 2 separate times. One time for 9 months and the other time for basically 2 years. So, yeah. I would get so many client sessions. Like, I would be fully booked for like the whole week. People would, oh my God. As soon as I tell people I'm back in Austin, my books would be slammed. And I'd be so grateful for it. But I'm not moving back. God doesn't want me to move back to Austin next year. Right? Yeah. It's a little sad. I love Austin, Texas. If you haven't been to Austin, Texas, it's a whole vibe. It's a lot of fun. There's so much to do. Literally everything. Tech, business, AI, spirituality, Food's pretty good. A lot of brisket. I love brisket. I don't eat it too much, but there's always a time for brisket. I prefer to be vegan, but I'm not a full-fledged vegan. I don't think I could ever do that. I love Jamaican jerk chicken. Holy shit, Jamaican jerk chicken is like one of my favorite dishes of all time. It's got to be top 5 for sure. Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite dish? Do you guys have a favorite food? That'd be amazing if you guys want to put it down there. I had this, oh my God, what did I have? I had a scone and blood orange tea from Scotland one time. That was amazing. I love the casado dish here in Costa Rica, where it's like rice, beans, plantains, your choice of a protein, which is usually like chicken, eggs, pork, steak. And then you may also get a salad and avocado with it. I love that dish. So simple, so delicious. And oh, there's this, okay, this might be one of my favorite dishes of all time. I was in Kutna, Czechoslovakia, and me and my buddy just got done visiting this museum that was made of bones, like human bones. It was freaky, but also kind of cool. And I also met a priest that was from Nebraska in Kutna, Czechoslovakia. From Nebraska. That like blew my mind. Like when I heard him talk, I was like, yo, you are for sure Midwest. Like, where are you from, dude? So it was really funny. Anyways, this dish that I had, so it was roast beef, potato pancakes, strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries, and whipped cream. When my buddy told me this, I was like, dude, are they high? Do they just stay high in Czechoslovakia? Like, just drunk and high all day long? Like, how did someone come up with this? And he's like, dude, this is like their national dish. Okay. I'll try it. Whipped cream with roast beef. I thought it would be disgusting. But like when I put all 4 of those things, potato pancakes, roast beef, berries, and whipped cream all on my fork, I ate the whole fucking thing. Ate it all. It was stellar. Loved everything about it. I made some banana bread, chocolate chip cookies today. Oh, you made 2 different things. Banana bread and chocolate chip cookies. Okay, that sounds delicious. I had a carrot cake, slice of carrot cake today. I had these chocolate pineapple bites. I had an orange glad juice. I had an acai bowl. I had eggs. I had some polenta. Oh, it has bliss balls, cacao. Oh, it's one. You made one thing out of that? Banana bread chocolate chip cookies? That's one? Yo, can you Amazon airdrop that? Like ASAP Rocky? That would be cool. That would be really cool. And oh my God, how do I do that? I don't know. It's got to be a thing though. I've been saying that forever, and I don't even know how that gets to happen. Like Amazon airdrop that ASAP Rocky. I've been saying that for like 2 or 3 years to people, especially for people who make food. How do I make that happen? They can send a satellite into space. They can make a drone go thousands of miles, right? and be waterproof. I love the mind. Okay, so, all right, what else is going on in my reality? Does anybody have any questions or comments or anything like that about anything? I am a life coach and an energy healer, so if you have some questions about life, let me know. I can for sure guide you. Um, wow. 25 minutes. That's cool. Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you guys a story. So this is pretty wild. So I mentioned earlier that I used to be a raver, right? And for about a year, probably about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Okay, almost 2 years, I was a raver. It started in 2018. I went to a breakaway festival in Columbus, Ohio. I saw Odessa. I fucking cried. And then, or the first song, okay, actually, we'll go backwards. The first song I ever listened to was Grizz, Griz, right? And I listened to the anthem. The song changed my life. I had never listened to EDM in my entire life. That was the first time I actually got up and danced to like a song, like authentically. Like whatever was channeling through me, I was dancing so much as soon as I heard that song. One of the best songs I've ever heard. And then I went to Breakaway Festival with my friends, saw Odessa, Halsey. There's a few others I can't remember. And then I went to Electric Forest. If you're part of the Forest fam, please say what's up. I love Electric Forest, one of my favorite things of all time. I went to Hangout Fest in Alabama. If you're the Hangout Fest fam, let me know. I went to Imagine Fest in Georgia. That was pretty lit too. What else? Anyways, where I was going with this, I was a huge raver, right? Even hijinks twice in Philadelphia. And I remember at one point I was like, I can't rave anymore. Like, I just can't do this. Like, I've been doing it so much, like, I just got burnt out and I just couldn't enjoy it. I remember, like, watching Grizz and Elenium perform. And I'm just like, this is different. Feels like my life is changing. How do I get tired of this? This was like the best thing ever. It changed my life, completely changed my life. So, anyways, I was like 2 days ago, I had this quantum energy session, right? And like right afterwards, I fell asleep for like 2 hours. I woke up at like 8:30 p.m. and I was like, oh shit. There was no way I was falling back asleep. And I knew at that point I was not going to go to bed until 2 a.m. or later. So I did what I could. I meditated, I stretched, I Doom's Night scrolled. And then I like had this thought of like, how I'm going to listen to music. And I started listening to Grizz. He was the first one that came on, maybe the second. And I was like, I wonder where Grizz is performing. So I looked up his tour dates, and he's in Detroit in December. And he was going to be in like Thailand in January and Canada and California. So Detroit was the only thing close to Ohio. And I was like, I think I'm going to buy tickets. I think I'm going to go to this show. And like, I'm going through the process of buying tickets, and I'm like, why does this feel so good for my soul to do this, to go to this? Like, the last concert I went to was like an actual like big live concert was Kygo in Austin, Texas, Kygo. That dude also like saved my life, his music. Grizz and Kygo, two of my all-time favorite artists for sure. And I bought the tickets. I bought the motherfucking tickets. It was like $269 with fees and taxes. And it was a 2-day show, 2 days in a row in Detroit. And my soul was so happy and so light. And my mind was so confused. my mind was trying to make sense of this. Like, why are you doing this? You don't go to these anymore. What's going on? Like, and my heart is just singing. It is in a harmonious flow of just joy and excitement and love and lightness and like, let's fucking go. I couldn't believe it. Like, I legit could not believe it. And I bought these tickets at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I was like, fuck it. It's so amazing. So, yeah, now I'm going. And I'm going to get the Airbnb probably like next month because it's not until December. I'm still paying for all my stuff in Costa Rica. So I need to get a little bit more funds and help people. So if you want to donate any money to me, that'd be great. Or if you want to attend one of my events or get one of my services, amazing. Please do, because I will ignite your soul. I will help you quantum leap your reality so hard. You're going to be outside heavy. You're going to be even more inside lighter. I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save that. I need my other half to come in already. How do I make that happen? Quantum leap your reality? Oh my God, that's like a whole fucking segment, girl. Ah. Hang on, I need to switch my position. I think my lower back is starting to sweat. You're cracking me up. I am actually a funny human being. I'm actually really funny. Yeah. God, I cannot wait until my future girlfriend comes in my reality. God, I'm so excited because we're gonna have a fucking blast. Like I can already feel that. I already know that. Okay, but how do you quantum leap your reality? Okay, this is a whole thing and a half. And another whole thing. All right, so this is a lot to unpack. I'm gonna try to put this in a nutshell. Okay, so you got to clear out what's not serving you. You have to clear out what is heavy, what is in your mind that's causing you to feel anything less than neutral. Trauma, heaviness, discomfort, stagnancy, fear, sadness, anger, grief, all that shit, right? You got to learn to clear it out. Breath work is literally one of the best things ever to clear that shit out. And you can do that real quick. Because once you clear it out, you're going to create new space. And then when that space is created, you got to bring healing to it. Okay? Because you don't want to just have wounds and scars internally when you just released a lot of shit. And then you want to bring energy healing to it, right? And then after you bring the energy healing to it, then you want to start to open up your heart. And you want to start to bring in really good feelings, really good vibes, love, compassion, joy, excitement, curiosity, enlightenment, passions, desires, dreams, right? Joy. You want to start like being all of those feelings and emotions, okay? Because this is going to open up your heart. It's going to open up your intuition, and then learn how to tune in to energies, okay? This is the stuff that I'm learning right now being in Costa Rica. And this is the stuff I'm going to be adding into my life coaching package as well. You get to work with me for 3 months. how to quantum leap your reality and really learn how to trust yourself and the energies. So it's a process. I'm still learning as I'm going, but because I have come so far, I can share this with people and help them. And then when you start to learn how energy speaks, and then the energies inside of you dictating using discernment of like, oh yeah, I want that in my life. No, fuck that. Yes, bring that in. No, stay the fuck away from me. And then the stuff in between of like, I'm unsure. Maybe this feels really heavy for me and it's a fuck no, but maybe this feels like a lot of energy, but I'm going to try it because I may feel nervous and I have a little anxiousness to it, but it feels like I just got to take a chance. Like, we'll be able to help you discern that because I go through exercises, I go through scenarios with you, like real life shit for what's happening in your life. And you'll be able to trust yourself, use the discernment, be able to make the decision, and then follow through with it to the best of your ability. Okay? Things may not always work out because you also still have to go through the lessons of life. Okay? Because that's so important. Like, if I were just to tell you to do everything that I went through and everything that I'm intuitively getting for you, yes, that will help. But at the end of the day, this is all on you. And I'm not going to tell you, like, oh, you're supposed to be a psychic medium and an energy healer and all that stuff. Like, unless I'm like 100,000 Googleplex% for sure accurate with that, other than that, I'm not gonna ever like do that. Even if it was like 99%, like I would love for you to figure that shit out, for you to feel it, for you to get the epiphany, the visualization, for you to just do it. Okay, so that's like one of my main goals for you, because like my experiences will help you believe in this more and more, so that your consciousness expands, your belief expands, your aura, your energy will also expand, and there's going to be so much greatness that happens for you. And then when you learn how to read the energies and tune into them, then you will start to then call in like what your soul's desires are, and then you start to work towards them more. That was a lot. But that's basically it in a nutshell. So my next thing is helping people unlock their intuition, trusting themselves, learning how to read and feel into energy so that you'll be able to quantum leap your reality that much more and start to like reprogram your subconscious beliefs and stuff. Because that's going to be the whole thing. And then then you'll be able to see your timeline. You'll be able to feel that and call that in. And I got some really cool ways to do that too. And your life will start to change. And ultimately, the goal is to get back to yourself. And for me to have you either believe in God or a higher power, your higher self, whatever it may be, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Adonai, Yahweh, Krishna, Yogananda, Lahiri Mahashar, Swami Sri Teshwar, Bahavatar Babaji, whoever it is, have them guide you, trust in you, bring you in the way. Jesus, I didn't mention Jesus. I love Jesus. Fun fact, I had a past life where I was a disciple to Jesus. I was one of the 12 main disciples to Jesus in his main timeline here on planet Earth. Crazy. Not too many people know that, but there's a whole story behind that. And I just gave away the ending. So, but hey, the more you know. How was that? How was that explanation? I did that in I explained that quantum leaping thing in 5 minutes, I think. I think it was 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, how did I find that out? Okay, this will probably be my last story, because I definitely want to go and meditate for a while. Um, okay, how did I find out? How did I find out that I was a disciple to Jesus? Okay, so um, it was a rainy night in Beechwood, Ohio. I was part of this development group circle that I got invited to by a woman in New York, Buffalo, New York, Casa, south of Buffalo. And I was part of this group for about 4 or 5 weeks now. And we walk in there, me and like four other people, and these two women are hosting it. And they go, "Hey guys, we're going to give you spiritual healings tonight." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. I would love to do spiritual healings." And I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is a spiritual healing?" What the fuck is a spiritual healing? And they were go, "Oh, this is like where we like really connect to your soul, like to your higher self, and we just bring you like a deep divine spiritual healing from the other side that's like more than just like your physical, mental, and emotional. This is like for your aura, your light body, and just like for your future." And I was like, "I'm all in, let's go." And as soon as we said that, this one woman was like, "I want Alexander first." And I was like, "Uh-oh." I didn't say uh-oh. I was like, "Okay." So I sat in a chair. She got behind me, placed hand on each shoulder, and she was there for about probably 20 minutes, maybe 15. I was seeing all these colors. I was getting all these weird thoughts about my past and drugs and stuff like that. And then she's like, "Okay, we're all done." And I was like, "Okay." And I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling light, and it was a cool one. I was like, "Okay, thank you, Eileen. I really appreciate you." And she's just smiling at me, and she just goes, "You were a disciple in a past life." And I looked at her. I was like, "Okay, cool, word, dope." And then like I didn't think anything of it. I really didn't. Like I'm not religious. I didn't even know what a disciple was. I didn't even think to question it in that moment. Um, I think I went to church maybe like a dozen times in my life, maybe a little bit more. But like for like family gatherings and birthdays and holidays and stuff, like nothing to like really learn. I never went to Sunday school. And the very next day, the next night, I texted my buddy, former teacher. I do not associate with him anymore because he's a crazy fuck. Um, and that's a whole segment too. My former teacher and friend forced my Kundalini awakening. That's insane. Um, I texted him. I was like, "Yo, dude, what are disciples?" And he sends me like this long thing about what disciples were to like Jesus Christ and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool." And as soon as I sent that text, he calls me and he goes, "Yo, what do you mean that's pretty cool?" And I was like, "I don't know, dude. That sounds pretty cool, I guess. I don't know." And he goes, "Dude, do you know what disciples are?" And I was like, "I mean, I just read it. I guess, they followed Jesus." He goes, "Dude, like, why would you text me that?" I was like, "Dude, like I had this spiritual healing last night and someone told me I was a disciple and like that was it." And he goes, "Dude, I've known this since the day I've met you," which was like probably like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago at this point. He goes, "I've known that since the day I've met you. You were a disciple to Jesus Christ in the past life." And as soon as he said that, I started crying. These tears came rushing down my eyes and my face with the quickness, like lightning speed. And I was crying over the phone. I was sobbing. I was sitting in the passenger seat of my car in a parking lot at the mall. waiting for my Chick-fil-A. And I saw, for the first time, I saw energy like pouring out of my body. Orange, red, and yellow. And it was like, it was flooding the inside of my car. I cannot emphasize that enough. And then after like 15 minutes of crying, and like I got off the phone with him and I was like trying to get my shit together because my order was ready. And then I walk inside the mall, and I kid you not, every single kid that I saw, probably under the age of 12, maybe 10, they all waved at me. Kids in strollers, kids walking with their parents. They were waving at me and smiling at me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was smiling and waving, but I'm like, what? And then like I was waiting in line to pick it up, and then there was this beautiful redheaded woman who like, she was staring at me. She was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God. And then like I didn't think anything of it at first, but then like when she walked behind me, I could feel energy coming up from the ground, from my feet all the way up my legs, all the way to like my heart. I was like, my life is changing. What is that, Lakeland, Lake Line, or Barton Creek? No. This was before Texas, girl. I moved to Texas in 2022. I was in Beechwood Mall in Beechwood, Ohio. This is the second time I've mentioned Beechwood tonight. Beechwood in 2000, was that 2018? Yeah. No. Wait a minute. 2018 or 19? I think it was 2019. Yeah, 19. 19 sounds right. Because I had my second spiritual awakening in Alabama, then became a Reiki master. Then I went to Lilydale, and I only heard about the quantum or the spiritual healing circle when I was in Lilydale, New York. That was Casadega, Lilydale. That's just like the same city. And then Judith Rochester, she told me about that circle. And then that's also when I met that friend, former teacher guy. So yeah, it was like the winter, December of 2019. It had to have been that. Yeah. Or it was January of 2020. One of those two. Oh my God. Yeah. So that really took me back. Yeah, so that moment changed my life. I've had too many moments change my life. It's actually been, yeah. So you guys just learned so much about me. You guys learned so much about me tonight in this live. So many crazy things, and I can't even make all this up. They literally all happened, and I can recite every single one of them. So just know that there's more to this world than it meets the eyes. Know that you are an energetic being of the light, and that a higher power created you. I believe God or Goddess did. Because nothing created nothing. There's no way that happened. It's impossible that nothing created nothing. Something created all of this. So, yeah. Goodness gracious, 49 minutes. It is 9 p.m. right now. Wow. I am eternally grateful for everything that's happened, good and bad. So, everyone okay? Everyone good? Checking in just with y'all? I'm about to change my Airbnb tomorrow. I'm about to go more into the city for a few days. And then I'm going to leave and go to another part of Costa Rica for probably about 10 days. 10 days? Is that right? 10 days. 11 days? That feels heavy. 9 days? 10. 10 days, which is good. I want to be in a place a little bit longer than 7 days at a time. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to sign off here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, being with me for such a great long time. Can't thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing and so blessed. And I seriously wish you all nothing but the best and highest. And may the divine continue to show every single one of you how much the divine loves you. And I know miracles are going to happen for you tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. If someone could let me know in the comments where that's from, let me know, because I can think about it and I can see it, but I can't name it. The next day, and the next day. It's a cartoon. It's either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Oh man, all these shows are going through my mind. I can't think of it. Oh well. All right. Oh my God, I can't remember. I know, right? It's like right there. It's right there. What is going on? And the next day. Is it SpongeBob? Fairly Odd Parents? Hey Arnold? Oh my God, I'm about to YouTube it afterwards. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. It's pretty prevalent, pretty important. It might be SpongeBob. Sometimes these moments just pop up randomly and I'm like, oh my God, that was definitely from like Cow and Chicken or Robot Chicken or like Ed and Eddie or Powerpuff Girls or Rugrats. God. Okay, one last thing. There was this one thing I loved on the internet. It was called like Nick Reboot. And like you could watch shows. They had the rerun. They had the full schedule. They had all that. Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Just like all of those. Double Dare with Mark Summers. I always wanted my family to do that. I would have loved to have played on Double Dare. Man, that would have been so awesome. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there. 53 minutes. That's a new record on YouTube. I'll tell you that right now. There's a whole new record. I haven't been on YouTube that long, but I'm really happy I created this page, and keep following me for more amazing things on my travels, more great tips on life. And if you want to work, wait, what was the last part? Oh, Nick Reboot. It's like a website. I don't know if it's still up right now, but they had like all of the old shows, and it would be like on a time loop. They even had like Pete and Pete. Oh my God. I didn't watch that show growing up, but I love Danny Tamborelli. Oh yeah. What was that one? Oh, there was that one where you got like slimed. Oh, what the fuck's in my mouth? Oh. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I do breath work, I do energy healing, I do intuitive work, I do life coaching, just really transform people's lives. So if you know anyone, if there's anyone that comes to your mind that might need my services, let them know to follow me, and more greatness will happen in your life. Even Google search me, The Fox Wellness Den. Look at my Google business page. Look at my reviews. I'm biased as fuck, but my reviews are not. So yeah. All right, I'll leave that with you with so much love and blessings. And actually, I'm going to stretch this out to 5555. So we're on here for like another 30 seconds. What is one tip that I could leave in 20 seconds? When you're traveling for months at a time, travel light, but just enough. And hopefully people have a dryer and you don't have to hang up your clothes outside. Okay. All right. Love and blessings to you all.